Hello, I'm Milo, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I know this trend is hella dead and no one will see this, but I do what I want lmao. While editing this video I realized I hyperbolize a lot, but it's meant as comedy and not actual hate guided towards any idol or group. Also, I'm a naturally sassy and indifferent person, so if I seem rude, I promise it's just the way I speak. LOL. Now onto the video. Firstly, boy group fans and girl group fans need to stop fighting. I've seen fans from either side always try to explain why girl groups are better than boy groups and vice versa. Nobody fucking cares. Like who you like and shut up. If it bothers you so much that someone is a boy or girl group fan, go cry yourself a river. Both boy and girl groups are filled with talented idols and both sides create good music. Why create a gender divide when the world is already so divided between genders? Opinion number 2. Liking or disliking a song isn't an opinion. Well, yes, it is. But music is probably the most subjective thing in the world. People act like it's a whole personality trait to like a song. And then some people will try to convince you why you should like that song and why is the best song ever. Same with becoming a fan of groups. Don't force me to like a song or group just because you think it's good. And I'm saying this because I used to be that kind of person. I'd force my friends to listen to songs of groups I wanted them to become fans of and watch them literally be so annoyed with me. I'd be like, stand this group before I kill your friends and family. Like, no. There's a difference between introducing a song or group to someone and shoving it down their throats. Stop doing that shit. Opinion 3. Groups with too many people is hard to become a fan of. I'd hear a song and be like, oh, what's this group? Then I'd watch a guide or something because I like their song, only to find out that there's like 10 or more people in a group. Like, dog, what? So I'm supposed to memorize the constitution and the birthdays of a 20-member group? Sweetie, no. I have shit to do. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie through my teeth and say that I was never a fan of NCT. They were the second group I ever became a fan of, so at the time I was able to manage the number of people in the group. But then they started to add more members and I was like, you've gotta be kidding me. I have bad eyesight and seeing all those people on stage or in an MV overwhelmed me physically. And it makes me sad too because I like Luna and 17, but both groups have over 10 people in them and I just can't do it. Opinion 4. What the hell is the reason for people to fight about cute concepts or girl crush concepts? Both concepts are really good and make me happy when I listen to them. Yes. Those bitches who are like, I don't like this group because they have a cute concept, can be toxic and probably suffer from internalized misogyny. But there's nothing wrong with liking cute concepts over girl crush concepts and vice versa. People who prefer cute concepts often say that groups can do that concept and still be powerful women. But in the case of cute concepts from Asia usually stem from old ideals that reinforce sexism and that all girls are cute and fragile. That's just my opinion and what I've observed from Asian culture, being Asian myself. Literally my grandma won't let me wear black or dark colors because it's not ladylike. But anyways, basically what I was trying to say was there's a reason people prefer one concept over another and it's really nothing to cry about unless people are being trife about it. Opinion 5. I'd like to see more tomboys in the K-pop industry. Literally the only one I'm aware of is Amber from F of X. But they haven't had a comeback in 5 years and sadly probably aren't going to. And Amber was like a legit tomboy and not just a girl with a short haircut. There's a difference. Being a tomboy myself, I would just like to see more girls like me in the industry. I've heard people say that Lisa is a tomboy, and I'm not a blink so I can't confirm that. But even if she was, the sexist cunts at YG most likely aren't letting her express herself the way she wants. With Amber, she probably was able to stand up to her company and tell them that she didn't want to dress girly. I have no problem with girly girls. I just want to see a bigger variety in different women in K-pop, cause not gonna lie, they start to all look the same after a while. People have also told me that Jeongyeon is a tomboy. But again, having a short haircut doesn't make you a tomboy. I'm pretty sure they cut her hair like that because when Twice debuted it was a sort of trend to be a tomboy before, and you can even see that in the dramas that were released during this time. The only other real tomboy I know of is Moonbile and I would just like to see more. Opinion 6. What the hell is BTS doing with the auto-tune? I noticed that starting in DNA era they started putting like this weird filter on their voices and it really isn't for me. Like when you look at their old music there's no auto-tune and you can actually hear their voices. Like I know y'all can sing and rap, y'all didn't suddenly become T-Pain overnight. Even with TXT they have the same auto-tune situation going on. Like why the hell are y'all doing that? Stop it. I started to listen to BTS less than I used to because of this. Honestly, why does it sound like y'all are using the alien filter? Please, for my ears. Opinion 7. What the fuck are the not shy outfits? Say what you want about the song, that is beyond me and my thoughts, but these outfits suck ass literally. Last I checked we weren't in 2009. Look at Lee's pants. What is that? Her hair. Oh my god. And then Luna's bangs. If they did that to my hair I'd literally quit. I know y'all aren't shy but I would be if I was wearing that shit. JYP. Come on dude. You really dropped the ball with this one. Opinion 8. We need to stop shaming people for the groups they like. If they like a basic group, oh well. I'll meet someone and they'll ask why my alts are my alts. I already don't want to talk to you. And here you are asking me to give a whole ass presentation on why I like the groups I like. They make me happy. That's it. If my liking a certain group bothers you that much you can suck my cock. And I say this because in my freshman year of high school, I joined the K-pop club in an effort to make more friends who also liked K-pop. At this point I had been a closeted K-pop fan and ARMY since 2015, and I was just beginning to not be shy about it. Some girl asked me who my favorite groups are, and when I said BTS was one of them this bitch deadass scuffed at me, rolled her eyes and walked away. I'm not a very sensitive person but the way she treated me about something I had kept secret even from my best friend of 10 years bothered me. Of course I got over it cause I'm a bad bitch but why do I have to be shy about the groups I like? And I've been confronted with this issue a lot. Let people live and enjoy the groups they like. It's not that hard. Opinion 9. Validation from the West shouldn't determine if a group is successful or not. It's called K-pop for a reason. Because it's from Korea. A group can be popular in Korea, but not in the West. For example VIXX. They are in my top 3 groups. But barely anyone I know who likes K-pop know who they are. But then you look and see their big ass fan base in Korea. SM pulled some whack shit by creating Sperm. Ahem. I mean Super M in order to achieve validation from Western music industry. Bitch, as if in this day and age that would happen anytime soon. America especially isn't educated enough to appreciate music in other languages. And the normalization of racism against Asians in America doesn't help either. SM literally paid for NCT 127 to go to a red carpet event and to do a bunch of American interviews. Only for them to be deadass disrespected. Even a couple of magazines confused NCT for BTS when they don't even look the same. American interviewers only did it for clout and views and a lot of them even commented on Johnny and Mark's English and how good it was when literally they grew up in North America and you don't even have to be from America to be good at English. I saw in these videos that they felt so disrespected by these comments but were too polite to say anything. And you can tell that Super M being at the Grammys was a clout and cash grab as well. Even BTS is disrespected in the West.
Hello, we are. Welcome back to the Grammys.
Excuse me, you crusty-eyed, ashy, ugly, rat nest bitch. What the fuck do you think you're doing right now? Do you know who the fuck I am?
I find American interviews with K-pop groups so uncomfy and cringy. But not gonna lie, all those videos of Taehyung being annoyed with white people and clearly being uncomfortable around white people are funny as fuck LMO, but yeah. I bet it'll take another 5 to 10 years before K-pop artists and artists from other countries are legitimately respected as artists and not just some commodity in the West. Opinion 10. Stop making everyone gay for God's sakes. I know that sounds horrible but hear me out real quick. I noticed how much K-pop fans sexualize gay relationships and even hardcore ship members of a group together when we don't even know what their sexuality is. I find it so disrespectful to the members when people label them as gay automatically just for being close with one another. Like obviously they're gonna be close, what the fuck. An idol will kiss their member and bitches go crazy shipping them and shit. Like hello. It's weird not to kiss your homies. Anyways, just imagine how uncomfortable idols feel when people say they're gay. I've literally seen videos of people explaining why a member of a group is gay. Like you can support the LGBT community without being gay. And even if an idol is gay, which there most likely are some, it's not our choice to out them like that. Especially because in Korea gay marriage is illegal and same-sex relationships are stigma and it's a shame, but what can you do? We must also consider that skinship is different in Korea and in Asian culture as a whole, and it's sort of normal for boys to be touchy with one another, and again shipping idols can strain their friendships. Like in One Direction, I forget who, but fans shipped Louis and another member so hard that they had to address it. Like some idols legit have kids and people will be like, yeah they're gay, I'm looking at you Chen and Namjoon lol, but yeah, I'm not homophobic, but I just find it disrespectful to label someone something we're not sure they are. Opinion 10. It's okay for language to be a reason to not like K-pop. I used to be one of those people who thought that if that was the reasoning behind not liking K-pop then they were racist. But then I gave it some thinking and realized that's not true at all. It's completely okay for this to be a reason. If you like singing along to your favorite songs but you can't because of the language barrier, it sort of takes the fun out of listening to it. I don't speak Korean and I love singing along to songs, but with K-pop I can't, so that's why I'm not always in the mood to listen to it. There are other components that I enjoy about K-pop that locals might not be into either. K-pop is not for everyone, and we have to respect the people who aren't into it. Unless they're being racist, then by all means have at them. Like seriously, you'll wonder why people get so annoyed from K-pop stans when some fans literally point a gun to a local's head and make them listen to K-pop. Just accept the reality that not everyone is going to like it, and not all the time race is a reason for that. Opinion 11. Dreads shouldn't be used in K-pop. I have no idea who the hell started this trend and thought it would be a good idea to give male idols dreads. First, the cultural appropriation in this bus is astronomical. Korea is a majority homogeneous country with a lack of knowledge of black culture, and not only that, I've heard Koreans can be hella racist towards people with darker skin tones, yet they use their culture from everything to hair, clothes, and music. Most idols themselves don't even know the history of dreads and why they are so important to the black community. Second, idols' hair isn't made for dreads. You'll already pour bleach all up in idols' hair, then you're gonna go and twist that shit up. Are you trying to make them bald? What was the reason for this? Imagine how much it hurts the idols to comb dreads out. Again, there's a reason why dreads are made for people whose hair can handle that, and most of the people who have the hair type to withstand dreads are from the black community. Third, my eyes. I'm sorry, but dreads look like shit on idols. None of them can pull it off. I've heard people say that certain idols can make it work and it's like bitch wear. I don't think so. Erase that shit from my fucking eyes. In general, I think cultural appropriation in K-pop needs to be talked about more, and I honestly don't see enough people talking about it. And it's not just black culture, it's Latinx culture and Arab culture as well as many other cultures. And we can't blame all of this on the companies either. We need to hold idols accountable for this shit as well. And as long as they educate themselves like how Namjoon and many other idols have to, it will be fine. Okay, I saved this opinion for last because it's a very controversial one, so buckle up. If you don't like the mention of death or anything graphic like that, I suggest you click off. If you're getting off here, thank you so much for watching my video. Okay, now for the peeps who stayed. We seriously need to stop using the word stan. People say it all the time blindly and not all of them know what the meaning of the word actually is. I've only heard one other video talk about this and honestly I forgot who did, but if you know, comment down below. Basically, there's a song called Stan by Eminem. It's about this fan who loved Eminem so much that he would constantly send letters to Eminem. As the letters go on, the stan becomes more and more like a stalker and even says shit like him and Eminem are meant to be together. The stan tried so hard to get Eminem to notice him, but the timing was never in the right place. The stan saw this as Eminem trying to purposefully ignore the stan, and obviously the stan wasn't about to have that. So one day he tied his pregnant girlfriend up and threw her in the trunk of his car. He then got super drunk and started speeding down the highway while taping himself yelling at Eminem for being a horrible person and ignoring him. He ended up driving his car off a cliff and killing both himself and his pregnant girlfriend. This song got the word stan into the dictionary to describe crazy ass people who would stalk celebrities and take things too far. The word stan is literally a combo of the word stalker and fan, and bitches be throwing around that word like it's a ball. I've tried to explain this to people before, but they'd be like, it's not that deep. Honey, it kind of is. I'm sure we can think of a better word than stan because it's basically the equivalent to a sore sang. Go ahead and keep using the word stan if you want to be associated with a man who killed himself and his pregnant girlfriend over a celebrity. But I refuse to use that to describe myself and instead just use the word fan because that's what I am. I highly suggest listening to the song and checking out the MV. Both are really shocking and emotional and really put it into perspective how crazy people can be. Anyway, sorry for ending the video on such a depressing note, but it just had to be said. Be sure to comment your opinions and check out my Instagram and subscribe as well. I hope you all enjoy and have a wonderful day.